It's your boy T-Burn Reaction. Today is part 2 of Music and Movie Monday. As I usually do Music and Movie Monday was a makeup since I didn't do Films Friday this time as well too. So we're gonna kick things off with music. Return to the DJ Mag's story behind some of your favorite dance track. And this one I've been pushing back for a long time. It's the infamous Eiffel 65 Blue Da Buddy Da Do Da Betty that joint right there. Oh man, that had dance scene on lockdown around I think it was like early 2000, late 90. I could be wrong. Anyway, want to check out the story behind these. I always like to hear the fascinating story behind these songs as well too. I will start doing more of these again though. So anyway, without further ado, let's get it.
Okay, this one is not going to work. Hey, it's Gabry Ponte, and this is the story of Blue by Eiffel 65.
I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die.
I started DJing in the early 90s. In 1998, when we made Blue, I was a resident DJ in several clubs in my hometown and across northern Italy. I was playing techno, house. In those years I was very interested in this new genre that was coming from the Netherlands and Belgium, hardstyle records. I also started producing in the early 90s. In 1998 I was at the Blisco studios. My life was split between the studio and the DJ booth. Blisco was a sort of a factory where young people came together to make music. Back then there was no internet, so remote collaborations were unthinkable. You needed a studio if you wanted to make a record. So Massimo Gabutti, the founder of Bliss Corporation, had this vision. He covered the studio costs and gave young people like me the opportunity to be part of a very creative environment. Often we'd come together in small groups of 2 or 3 to collaborate on ideas, and that's where the magic happened. I remember exactly that specific day. I was at the small villa where Bliss Corporation had its studios. My studio was on the mezzanine floor and I heard this piano melody coming from the basement studio where Maurizio, one of the musicians, worked, and this melody was beautiful. And I heard that the next day and the day after that, and so I was curious and I went downstairs to investigate. Meanwhile, Jeffrey, one of the singers at the factory, had written some lyrics and recorded some vocals. It was weird, but it was the perfect fit for this melody that was indeed happy but also a bit sad. Massimo came up with this dabba-dee thing. He kept saying that a successful song had to have a part that everyone could be able to sing under the shower.
And everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die.
All the elements were there, and Maurizio had started working on an arrangement, but I felt it wasn't quite right. I offered to collaborate, and the next day we met in the basement studio to work together. I came in with a suitcase full of vinyls, and we started sampling drums and effects, and we added strings and piano arrangements. We reshaped the whole structure, and then I played for Maurizio some vinyls that I was playing in my sets from this hardstyle genre. One of the trademarks was this the riff synths replicating the melody of the voice. The melody of Blue was very singable, so it was a perfect fit. And all these ingredients went into the track. We were very enthusiastic and very proud. And I remember that Saturday night, after we finished the track, the guys came to the club where I was DJing, and I played Blue to test the reaction. Well, it was kind of embarrassing. People slowly drifted to the bar, over the bar, and we looked at each other and we were like, okay, this one is not going to work. But yeah, it just needed more time.
Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in the blue world. And all day and all night and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with the blue little window and a blue Corvette.
Most people instinctively refuse what is new and what is different, and Blue did sound different. It was a pop song with dance elements. It was too soft for the club, but also too dancey for the mainstream radio.
Back in the pause room, I thought someone was on my mic. It was like too low, but anyway, let's keep going.
People at first didn't get it, but this very balance was also the key to its global success. Blue was released in November 1998. Nothing happened. I mean, a few months went by and only a few hundred copies had been distributed. A few months later, a dude named Marco Ravelli started playing the song in his radio show on Disco Radio, a local radio station in the north of Italy. Distributors began ordering more copies. In April, Albertino from Radio DJ, one of the most important radio stations in Italy, he picked it up. All the other radios followed like a domino, so it became a summer hit.
Un grande successo dell'estate 99, sono pronti sul palco, cominciamo ad andare verso il palcoscenico con Blue!
About a little guy that lives in the blue world. And all day and all night and everything he sees is just blue. Like him inside.
All the tourists coming to Italy in summer heard the song and asked what it was. So there was a big hype around the song. Suddenly a lot of license requests came in from the other European countries. France was the first country to release it, bang, #1. Then Germany, bang, #1 again. And so on, all the way to the US. I stopped playing in the clubs. I started touring with the guys.
Hello everybody, this is Mauri.
Hi, this is Gabry.
And this is Jeffrey. We are Eiffel 65.
Spring 2000, like the next year, we were on tour in the United States. Dance music was not so popular back then in the States. So we shared the stage with acts like Backstreet Boys. We did really crazy things. In Europe, we went to Top of the Pops. We couldn't believe it was real because it was the show where all the international pop stars went. We got a Grammy nomination. The funny thing is that overseas, the only thing that they knew about us, they saw about us, was the video we made with the Blue Aliens. Massimo had this thing that he wanted everything to be done in-house. We did not have the budget for a big production, so we filmed the video in a small warehouse in front of a 2 square meter green sheet. The animations were created by a bunch of young guys who worked next door, very passionate about video.
Nice.
I remember the machines running night and day, and rendering one single scene took forever. Blue was not the typical summer hit that people forget in September. It grew stronger and stronger over the years. Even today, I find myself playing it in front of very diverse audiences. People of my age who were partying back then in the clubs when it was released, and 4 or 5 years old children singing it like
Of course,
it
the
was just released.
kids love it.
Children really love
Of
it.
course, love it.
And
Yes,
this is,
they
I
do.
think, one of the reasons why a song can survive across generations. And on top of that, there were many reinterpretations over the years, like Florida,
Yup.
Mia made a very, very nice acoustic version of the song.
Oh, yeah, Florida
And then
sample, yeah.
David Guetta's. Well, David Guetta and Baby Rexha did something special because they managed to give a fresh cut with a modern sound while keeping the magic of the original.
Hey, I forgot about this joint. Yeah. I forgot about this joint,
I
yeah.
remember meeting David in 2000.
Yeah, Gouda. Yeah, I forgot about this
He came
joint.
to Italy for a show, and I met him before the show, and he knew I was one of the guys who made Blue. He told me, yeah, you know, I was in the studio last week with a friend of mine, Baby Rexha. We recorded a bootleg of your song I want to use for my set at Ultra Music Festival in Miami. And I was like, oh, really? Would you be open to releasing it? And he said, I don't know, we'll see. And then after Miami, he never played it again. 4 years passed and nothing happened until one day I got this phone call. David would like to release I'm Good next week. We need to make it happen because this is a huge opportunity. This is gonna be huge. If David does it, it's gonna be huge. Some people are reluctant, you know, this
like
kind of
remix
operate.
or even known songs that's like almost like a rendition of a song star as bootlegs as well too, because that's how a lot of remixes start. Well, the remixes are bootlegs. For those not familiar with bootlegs are unofficial remixes, remixes of songs and unofficial dance remix of songs as well too. It's like if you make it, it's like it's stuff you made your own first to play at a show or anything. So it's not like the official one until you make it official. So yeah, something like that though. So yes.
But in my opinion, they're essential. It was released and it was an instant success, a worldwide hit. After 25 years, Blue was on top of the charts all over the world. A lot of people got to know about the original version and about us through their version. So it's a win-win situation.
Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world.
It was picked by Marvel for the Iron Man soundtrack. When the request came in, I was like, seriously? I mean, as a big fan of science fiction and Marvel, I couldn't believe that. Going to the movie here
I
in
know that gotta be a good feeling getting your song put on a big movie like that, a movie soundtrack. I know the feeling gotta be crazy.
Blue, it was like another dream come true. I'm very proud to have been a part of making this song. I'm also very grateful. It gave me the opportunity to turn my passion for music into my job. If one had told me that I'd sell one day more than 50,000 tickets and play my own song in front of a full stadium, I would have probably said, yeah, sure. Great story.
This was a good one as well too, though. Especially one how it started out not being a good song, well, not being a well-received song, and then because of some airplay, it became popular, and then it became bigger popular because of a remake, and well, first samples and then a remake as well too, and then get added to a big time movie, especially the Marvel Universe though. That's a good story right there. So other than that, shout out to Eiffel 69 Blue. I will try to do more of these. Other than that, if you like my reaction to these, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bird signing off on love.